Hi, my name is Karen Slusher, and this is my course introduction. The demographics for me is that I live and teach in Aurora, Colorado, and I teach at Eagle Crest High School, which is part of a pretty large school district. My school's demographics match those of the United States racially, which really benefits our students as they're exposed to multiple races, rather than kind of some of the other schools in our districts where they don't see quite the diversity that we have. I've been teaching at Eagle Crest since 2005, and I've taught a variety of English classes from remedial senior English to AP English. I also teach journalism. I advise publications, so I've done both yearbook and newspaper, and I've also taught student leadership. I'm now in a combo of journalism classes, and yearbook, and then I also have administrative duties. So I'm technically right now a teacher on special assignment, so a little bit different. The district is very data driven. I actually encourage anybody who is interested in applying for a position at our school to be prepared to answer questions about data before they interview. Most recently, though, our school district has used data to determine school start times. We just shifted our school start times last school year. And it was all data driven based off of scientific data, other schools who've done this, and district surveys. We also used it in 2007 to completely alter our attendance and tardy policies, and we still collect data based off of that switch to this day. We're consistently evaluated based on test scores, so not in the sense that it determines our status in the school, but in the sense that we want to understand where our students are performing and how we're doing individually to get students to a place where they're competitive with other students from around the country. We also use the data to compare growth for the schools within the district, so how they're performing within the district to ensure that all students have an equal opportunity for education no matter which high school they're at in the district. And then we have, like I said, the expectation that every single employee can understand and use data. My personal use is mostly within teaching. We use formative assessments pretty much daily to monitor student progress towards an end summative evaluation, where we also track data for that as well. Students are also taught in my classrooms how to track their own data to understand their success in certain areas and to also help them plan for their own growth in areas where they might not be as skilled. Part of this comes in using skills-based rubrics. A lot of teachers in our school have shifted to a skills-based assessment process, where we're looking at specific skills that are linked to the standards and identifying where students are based on those, and then tracking their progress throughout the school year as they continue to grow in those skills. Data is evaluated within our professional learning teams as part of the professional learning community model. We use it to guide conversation and to also guide our goal and teaching practices. Despite the constant use of data, I would say a 75% proficiency rate is where I stand. I use it regularly, however, I know there's a lot more that I need to understand in terms of how to use data more effectively. I need to be able to use it in my other role outside of the classroom so that I can monitor effective communication with the school district, the community, and the students and parents. And then I also need to use it to build a more productive student organization support. I oversee clubs and organizations, and I'd like to see those continue to grow and be more effective for the students. I also want to use data to help plan events for the school, so part of my job involves working with the student leadership team and making sure that they're doing what really is going to be best for all students. And then I also need to be able to use data to gauge and respond to student and parent satisfaction. So really looking at their perceptions and being able to respond appropriately to those. My plan to improve is that obviously I want to gain some new insights from this class. I also want to work more with the data analyst that we have in building. We have our stat teacher who works part-time to help break down data, and so I'd like to work with him more to kind of understand the different ways to look at data. And then I also want to be able to bring data I've collected to administrative meetings to break it down together as a team to find trends, concerns, celebrations, and then to continue looking for methods to improve. So that's my plan for data.